Welcome to our weekly roundup of key economic and business developments in Sri Lanka. I'm Nishani Pigera, and here are this week's top stories. Global Sovereign Debt Roundtable to discuss Sri Lanka. VAT revision to bring in 290 billion rupees. Over 10,000 tourists arrive in the first 4 days of June. According to Reuters, on Friday, the Global Sovereign Debt Roundtable will meet for the third time, where they will focus on the situation in Sri Lanka. The group includes the IMF, the World Bank, and the current group of 20 major economies led by India. Reuters reports that talks will include arrears and comparability of debt treatment for countries in default, such as Sri Lanka. This initiative was launched late last year amid continued delays in securing debt treatment for countries in default. For more on this story, we spoke with Talal Rafi, economist at Deloitte.
So, regarding debt restructuring, currently Sri Lanka is involved in negotiating its external debt as well as its domestic debt. So, the delay is causing a risk premium. So there you find a sort of a significant difference between policy rates and market rates. But domestic debt restructuring is essential as it's one of the requirements of the external creditors. But that should not be the only reason why we should be looking at domestic debt restructuring, or as we call it, domestic debt optimization. Because one thing is, if we can do it in thinking of the long term, our debt can be brought in to a very sustainable way. So, because one of the things we have to note is that countries which defaulted, on average, they go into restructuring their debt about 2 times in the next 10 years. So, the last thing Sri Lanka needs is going back to the negotiating table once again, as far as our debt is concerned.
The cabinet approved revisions to the value-added tax law. Exemptions are to be curtailed, and simplified value-added tax methodology will be discontinued with effect from 1st January 2024. According to Cabinet co-spokesman and Minister Bandulu Gunawardena, this is expected to increase the tax revenue by 1.2% of the gross domestic product. However, health, education, agriculture, and items affecting low-income families to secure fundamentals will continue to be excluded from VAT. Under the IMF's extended fund facility, the government is required to eliminate the majority of exemptions and revise the VAT scheme and discontinue the simplified VAT approach. According to Keheliya Rambukwella, Minister of Health, prices of all medicines registered with the Sri Lanka's National Medicine Regulatory Authority will be reduced by 16% from the 15th of June. He attributed the revision to the appreciation of the Sri Lankan rupee. In 2022, medicine prices were increased twice due to the sharp devaluation of the currency. In our weekly tourism update, during the first 4 days of June, 10,952 tourists arrived in the country, pushing the year-to-date visitor numbers to over 535,000. Daily arrivals in the month were 2,738. In June, India accounted for 25% of the arrivals, followed by Russia, the United Kingdom, and Australia. Sri Lanka tourism is anticipating to reach a monthly target of about 87,500. Meanwhile, Air China officially announced 3 flights a week from the 3rd of July between Katunayake and Chengdu Tianfu International Airport. Shalaka Gajabahu, chairman of the Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau, speaking to Economy Next, said between 140 to 150,000 Chinese tourists are expected this year, and destinations focusing on sports and adventure are popular with the Chinese tourists. In other news, LP gas prices were revised. According to Litra chairman and CEO Mudita Piris, the price of a 12.5 kilogram cylinder, currently at 3,638 rupees, was reduced by 452 rupees. Laughs Gas PLC also announced that its prices will also be revised in the near future. Sri Lanka's foreign reserves grew to $3,483 million in May 2023 from $2,761 million in April. Weaker credit and improving inflows increased the monthly balance by $722 million. Reserves include 1.6 billion from China, which can only be used should Sri Lanka have reserves equivalent to 4 months of imports. Now let's take a look at the weekly movement of the All-Share Price Index and the S&P/SL 20 Index at the Colombo Stock Exchange. At the Treasury bill auction held on Wednesday, yields on all maturities fell significantly. The 12-month bill fell the most by 318 basis points. Bids amounting to 315 billion were received, of which 140 billion rupees were accepted. The Sri Lankan rupee was mostly flat this week, with the central bank's indicative mid-spot rate ranging between 291 and 292. And with that, we wrap up for this week. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel at the link below for regular updates throughout the week. Until we see you again next week, thank you for watching. Stay safe.